All right, hello, my friends. Christopher Edwin Johnson from Milwaukee, Wisconsin here. Very short, little funny. It's an idea I'll probably throw together a comedy skit for. But if you can see the backlighting, that's so cinematically uh, positioned behind my head. Um, that guy right there. That's the punchline of the joke. And here, I suppose, is the butt of the joke. See if you can see that here. Sitting quietly and dumbly on that shelf is my gloriously efficient fluorescent light that was probably purchased for something like $7 on sale. You know, yippee yay. Used to be 15, and it is incredibly energy efficient to last 7 years or something like that. And the cost in energy savings, excuse me, will be amazing. Yes. Interestingly enough, that used to be in that light bulb there, that little, whatever the base of the light bulb holder thingamajig is. And it was saving me tons of money. Well, not yet. I'd have to have it for 7 years. Unfortunately, it crapped out after like a year or two, maybe. I can say 4 to be generous. And even after 4, the energy savings, I'll have to calculate later, but probably not very substantial. Definitely not compared to the $7 that I paid for it from my local large store. The light bulb there, though, the punchline isn't that, oh, look it, I just replaced it with the incandescent. The punchline is that incandescent was a broken incandescent light. The filament had somehow failed, I assume at its weakest point, burned out. And I don't know, I'm not going to suspect that the manufacturer engineered a specific weak point. It's not off the table, but I don't assume that right now. What I do know, though, that's not assuming, is that it did break. And I noticed that the distance really wasn't very different at all. So all I had to do, because it's hanging upside down, I could do it with this without any fancy repair. Maybe there's a cool repair that I'll find out later and teach people in a subsequent video. But that incandescent bulb that had failed at a particular point, I used gravity and just basically coerced it into position to connect the circuit again. And I was very careful as to screw it in. How many Milwaukeeans does it take to screw in a broken light bulb? I took one, and as I screwed it back in very carefully and maintained that connection between its previously severed position, lo and behold, now it's glowing and providing light. So this light bulb that's, I don't know, let me be generous, let me be conservative and say it cost $1. Likely it cost 30 cents. And it was something that my, no, this was one that was blown out in our basement bathroom, is now producing light again. Yes, at a subsequently higher rate of energy consumption. But you know, have you ever asked yourself, what is the energy consumption that's associated with disposing of and reusing? Likely not reusing at all, because those incandescent lights, the filament themselves and their built-in mini ballast is likely something that just goes in the compost or whatever, goes not in compost but in landfill. Very difficult to recycle or repurpose, reuse, to refurbish. And this guy here, though, very simple to refurbish, gravity and a slightly delicate hand of a 38-year-old did it. And so I'm likely now back on the track to reusing and saving money, all from this very poorly designed and old-fashioned, you know, Thomas Edison-like light bulb. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants to Google this, there is a light bulb that's in existence that's still burning to this day that you can actually watch on a video live stream that's still burning from like 19, I don't know, you can correct me here in the comments, but circa 19, geez, is it 30s maybe? 40s? Light bulb that's still burning. So it begs the question, why do lighting manufacturers create these energy efficient light bulbs that we're all running to the store to purchase at this amazing reduced price of $7 from 15, only to throw them away in a couple years when incandescent light bulbs can actually be made to run for 50 to 60 years? Doesn't sound like that efficient to me.